Hi ladies, Penny. Nice sunny Monday morning, bit breezy. I have to go post office later. I was watching Betsy Doodle D yesterday. She'd been shopping and she'd bought some napkins. Beautiful vintage like napkins, brightly coloured. And not long ago I'd been watching, and I'm afraid I can't remember who it was, I don't keep track of everybody, but I was watching somebody on YouTube doing this little project with napkins, and apparently she'd seen somebody else doing it, as you do, with toilet paper. So I'm going to do it with napkins. All you need is a moulds, any kind of mould that you want, and she used plastic, you know, the cheap like children type plastic. I haven't got any of them, but I've got just a couple of what do you call these? This type flexible moulds. Oh God, my brain! I don't know. Where's it gone? Anyway, this type, you know what I mean, this type of plastic. So that's all you need, and some water. Now, the majority I've done are in water, but I'm wondering whether to do some with clay. I tell you why. I'll show you them what I've done. There's a little heart. But I found sometimes, whether it's because I'm not tearing the paper enough, I don't know, but sometimes I lose a layer. You know what I mean? You lose a layer. So maybe with a little bit of glue as well, you know, like you would decoupage. That might be better. Now I've lost my... Oh God, I'm blinded about here. As I say, these are some I've done, and they'd come out a lot nicer, I think, in very bright, colourful napkins. The napkins I've not got a tremendous amount of colour in them. So, some of them I've painted with a metallic, metallic Reeves acrylic, you know, metallic paint, and one of them in this one. It didn't look very metallic, I don't think, with that one. It's not so bad now it's dried. It's got a shine to it, hasn't it? So, but that looks nice because that's in bronze, and it being a little face, it's and they're so light. I mean, if you've not got polymer clay, this is another alternative to make your own embellishments, and they're so light they don't weigh anything, so they won't encumber, you know what I mean, your if you're doing them on card and they're a bit heavy with polymer clay or something, these would be better. This one's trimming up and what have you. I'm still a bit damp underneath. Now this one, what I did, I put a few flakes of cosmic shimmer in the dish. Now I tried it once with just water and it didn't grab very much gold on it. I think it was this one I did it in. So I put a little bit of glue in it instead, and the metallic flakes gripped to the glue a lot better, and then carried on doing the paper. So that's another idea. You can paint them off anytime, what you like. I mean, I did a couple with just Mod Podge. That's just a matte one, not a gloss. But with them not being very colourful, I wasn't very pleased. So I used a couple of them with just cheap glitter glue. So that's what some of them are on. So I did do a swan, but I've lost him. But it was a bit difficult doing the swan. There's the swan thing, because as you can imagine, trying to get into there I know what I've done with him. He was here. Was that him? There he is. He's hiding under the paper. But it's very thin because you can see that type of mould. It doesn't go deep, very deep. But he's hanging in there, and I did paint him a gold, so you could put a little eye on it if you wanted. I'd have to try that one again, but as I say, it's very, very thin. You're better with the deeper mould. So let's get, so yeah, what I did, so I just got my napkin, only the top layer, and you know, just tore it up. Is that a double? I think that's a double one, yeah. There we go. So just kind of rip them up. And then I find it a bit easier just to snip off. That's a nice tiny bit. I think the first couple I did, I tore it, but I didn't tear them small enough. So what I'm going to do this time, which might make a bit of a difference, is this is already watered down glue, which I use like for decoupage and that. So we'll do the moon face. So I'll put a bit of gluey in there, and this would be a good project. I know like the lady was saying, with children, because it's messy enough but not over messy, and there's nothing sharp or dangerous to do about it. So grandchildren around, or your own children. I can't see my child doing it though, because he's 38 now. Imagine Lee sat here. Oh dear. But Chloe and Adam, well, Adam's even not as keen now because he's 11. But Chloe's still there, she's 5, so she's still very into crafting with Nana. But they grow out of it. I think we all grow out of it, don't we? And then we come back to it in later life. We want to renew our childhood. So, I'm not concentrating. I can't see what I'm doing with these silly glasses on either. So, that's basically all I did. And then get all, that's the trouble when you're using glue and tissue, you're going to get all stuck to your fingers. But hey, that's part of playing, isn't it? So that's all I did, like that. And then I took a little bit of, I did have a cloth somewhere, it's gone missing. Oh, here it is. I did take a cloth and just gently soaked up a bit of the water. Like that. And then when you ping them out, they come out like that. That's sweet. So you can trim them off a bit after. I think this one and that, I should do a little bit deeper. I've noticed I'm not putting enough layers, I don't think. I'll put a little bit more glue in that one. And some more tissue paper. There we go. Hope you all had a nice weekend. I know America's suffering again down in Texas with the weather. Tornado, wasn't it? We're so lucky in England, we don't get any wild, really extreme weather. But we still like moaning about it anyway. We're never happy in England, are we? Right, that's that one. I'll let that one set a little bit, I think, and then I'll pop it out after. As I haven't got very many moulds. I've not done a lot of moulding. I've just took up polymer clay, so I'm just starting to get a couple of moulds together. This was from a charity shop. It's for sweeties and cookies or whatever, but for £1 I was very pleased to get it. And the hearts are not bad. I like them a little bit more of an indent in them, but hey, they're okay. So I think my favourite are these that are painted, only because I've not got very colourful napkins, as I said, so I prefer these that have been painted. Another idea I was thinking when they dry is, what is it, mica powder, you know, that colourful little powder that you put on. That might be quite effective as well. But you can experiment all over the place. Now this one might be a bit difficult because it's a steampunk mould, gears and things, and a wing. But there we are, it's not come out. Ooh, I only did that this morning. And it's not, let me put it on the back of there. It's not come out bad at all, really. Has it? So let that one dry off as well. But I think the beauty of them is, well, they're cheap, they're very quick, you don't need an oven like with polymer clay, and they're very light, and you can paint them up afterwards. So I think it's a good tip, and I think I dedicate this one to Dee, Betsy Doodle, for showing us them napkins yesterday, and maybe she can do a couple of these. Thank you very much for watching, ladies. I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.